Hi, welcome. My name is Nina, and let me tell you a little bit about myself. So, I spent about the last 10 years as a social worker, studying social work and actively practicing in a wide range of things, anywhere from behavioral health to medical social work and hospice in between. I did a little bit of everything. And working as a social worker, though, I really appreciated the work that I did and I really appreciate the clients. I just knew that there was something that I wanted to create for myself. So that's what I did. I came up with my company, my business, my baby, and it's Transform into Bliss. And Transform into Bliss is all about transform into the version of you that's most authentic to you, where you can feel comfortable being exactly who you are, where you are, so that you can move forward. That's the whole basis behind Transform into Bliss. We're transforming back into our basic state of being, which is bliss, happiness, love, joy, receiving everything. So that's a little bit about me and what Transform into Bliss is. Actually, what do we do? What do we provide? So I am now a certified yoga instructor and sound practitioner and a wellness coach. So I do group sessions, I do private sessions, I do individualized coaching. I work on helping people build their nervous system so that they are secure. A lot of time our nervous system is out of whack, and that's what presents in our bodies. So I do a little bit of everything. I do movement because it's good to move your body. Yes, baby, we speak through what we go through. We move through our emotions and we let it go, let it flow, and be authentic to ourselves. So, where were we? I had to cut a little bit of that out because my dog started barking. But we're going to talk about how to heal your emotional guidance system or scale, or how to be in tune with it. So first, what is your emotional guidance system? Your emotional guidance system is your feelings. Your emotions. We all have a plethora of emotions, a vast, many emotions. And really, there's only two emotions that is important, whether it feels good or it feels bad. Those are the big two. Either you want it or you don't. But there is a range in between that we go through. So that's what I'm gonna go through here today. We're gonna start all the way at the bottom, which is fear, and grief, depression, despair, and powerlessness. Okay, so we're gonna cut that out too. Quick fixes for years. New recharge by energy. CoQ10 and vitamin C3 and K2 are fast absorbing formula, strengthens and energizes you from the core. No quick fixes necessary. Energy. We can save ourselves at Binergy.com.
There's nothing like dining benefits at over 10,000 Rizzy restaurants.
Last year, Instagram launched teen accounts, defaulting all teens into automatic protections. And we'll continue adding new safeguards. Look. Instagram teen accounts with automatic protections.
We can skip, thank you. here deep down at the bottom, fear, grief, depression, despair, powerlessness, those are all deep down. Those are all bad emotions. So there's many reasons why we could feel this way. We all are a little different. So my fear and your fear is different. The biggest thing here is if your fear is stopping you from doing day-to-day things, then maybe you should go seek professional help. But if your fear, like if it's debilitating where you can't focus on getting your tasks done, go reach out. But if you are fearful in a way like you're second guessing yourself, or you're unsure, you're hesitating, maybe you're not speaking up, or maybe you're physically fearful, maybe you're in a place where you're not secure, you're not safe, maybe it's your shelter, maybe it's your resources. That's a deep fear, right? Whether it's that first fear or the second one, fear is fear. Grief, depression, despair. So all of our emotions are different, but you know where you are, and that's that. So knowing where you are, how do you move forward? So insecurity, guilt, unworthiness, all right, so insecurity, guilt, and unworthiness, that is next on our scale here. So how do we go from depression, fear, how do we go from feeling despair to feeling a little better? Because that's all we really need to do. You don't need to go from feeling despair to feeling bliss. I would love if we could, but that's not how things work. So realistically, we need to get you where you need to go. So let's go to the next best feeling. What's the next best feeling? Insecurity. So if you are fearful of your shelter, let's say you are struggling with housing, can you think of a time where you felt insecure? Maybe you let's see, what would make you feel insecure? You will know what makes you feel insecure. Maybe you felt that before. Maybe you have been in a place where you didn't know that you had housing and you had to stay on a friend's couch. That's insecure, but you still had a roof over your head. So from that despair or that, feeling of fear, then you go into insecurity, and we moved up a little bit. So once we move up a little bit, then you need to give gratitude to yourself, okay? You need to thank yourself. You need to acknowledge the work that you just put in, because it was work, okay? It was something new. So, and you did it. You made yourself feel better. Okay, you got yourself going better. From your lowest point, you took it up a step, okay? So you need to celebrate. You need to think to yourself, I just made myself feel better. I have the tools to make myself feel better. Really affirm that, let it sink in. Do a little dance if you want, you got this. Whatever you need to do to celebrate. Really take a moment and really feel that feeling of, I can make myself better. And then do it again, okay? and then do it again. It's jealousy. And jealousy. I wonder what they had to do to get that. I wonder how she got that. It must be nice to live in that nice house. Like, it must be nice, you know, to never have had to want for something. It must be nice to live with a silver spoon given to you. It must be nice to be able to afford multiple bathrooms with nice plush. But don't go too far, actually. Get a little jealous and then hop out. Don't go down the jealous. I mean, listen, maybe you can go down, because I was just about to list everything I want in my dream home. Like, I'm thinking about my bathrooms that I want, the marble, the tiling. Like, it must be nice for y'all to have that. But, you know, you have to get jealous. And then there you go. It clicks, you know. I just made myself feel a little bit better. Okay, you made yourself feel a little bit better when you became jealous. So next, hatred. Enrage. Did that seem like I was raging? So rage. I am pissed off. Been angry. Discouragement. Maybe you felt like giving up. Blame. Worry. Now these are all, believe it or not, and we'll do doubt. So these are all negative, right? These are all negative, but really, really, these are all negative emotions, right? But if we're being honest with ourselves, really, these aren't so bad. Okay? I mean, you should not be fearful, griefful, feeling, you know, deep, intense grief, depression, despair. You should not be feeling these. And you should not be feeling insecurity. Again, if these are your baseline every day, maybe seek out some medical help. But these are better. Like, these are doable. If you think of like on a, like, you know, red being bad and green being good, these are like red. These are yellow. And doubt is actually green. Okay. So if you are fearful, but you doubt that it will last long, then that is good. If you are grieving, but you know that you will get through it, then you are exactly where you need to be right now. If you are feeling depressed, but you know that you have support systems, you know that you have things that you can do to spark some life, some creativity in you, then you are not doing bad. So it's really how you think of where you are and think of it in relation to like where you're going. So we all have emotions, right? We all go through things, we all go through life. But how do we bring ourselves back from that? How do we help ourselves heal and process and move on in a way that is healthy? You have to move up your emotional scale. You have to follow that guidance system, okay? Your body tells you exactly where you are. So if you are feeling fear, then you feel jealousy, you know you are on the right track, okay? So don't let anybody else try to control your guidance system. Don't let them tell you where you are going. You know exactly where you are at, and trust yourself to flow through your emotional guidance system. I'm gonna stop here for today, but I will be back to keep going up that scale, because we all can get ourselves to bliss. We all can get ourselves exactly where we need to be, and we just need to trust ourselves and trust our emotions, listen to our emotions, and transform into the person that you want to be. Transform into bliss, into happiness, or transform into doubt. Okay. Transform into doubt. If you started anywhere below. Okay.